Here's our operations on the Mazaruni River. Each project starts with the excavator clearing the vegetation layer and stripping the valueless overburden. Beneath the valueless overburden is the gold-bearing layer. The gold-bearing layer is mixed of gravel and other ancient streambed material. The depth of the pay gravel can vary anywhere between 1.5 feet up to 6 feet in thickness. After the excavator has stripped the overburden, it takes the gold-bearing material and creates a mound called a bump. You can see the bump here is being mixed with water to form a slurry. The material has to be properly wetted to be transferred to the gravel pump seen in the left-hand corner. Here's a close-up view of the slurry-making process. You'll see the dry material is mixed with water and pushed toward the gravel pump. A man throws the oversized rocks out of its path, as you can see. Here the bump is completed. This is the final processing of the bump. The slurry is transferred to the sluice box. The sluice box has a double deck, one on top as shown here, and then there's one on the bottom. The tailings run off of the bottom sluice box, as seen here, into a tailing pond, and the water is recirculated. The excavator is seen in the background clearing the path for this very process. This is the gold cleanup process, where the mats are removed from the sluice box to be beaten out in a plastic-lined pit, shown here to the left. The workers here are taking the concentrated material out of the mats by beating the mats in the lined pit. The mats are beaten vigorously and carefully to ensure that no gold remains inside the mats. Here is a sample pan of the concentrated material, as we are curious to see what it looks like. It's a good showing. The material from the pit is then transferred to a finishing mat to further concentrate the material. All of the material is being rinsed into the bucket. Here's the view of the finishing mat. The material is being delicately scooped by hand onto the mat to further concentrate the material. Any valueless material is seen here running off the bottom of the finishing carpets. After the finishing mat, the material gets transferred into the bucket where it is mixed with electrified mercury. Here you can see the final amalgam patty. The device shown here is a government-issued retort. It helps keep the mercury out of the environment. This was given to us by the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission and allows us to reuse our mercury, as very little is ever lost. Here we are seen taking the retort apart, where we will transfer the remaining gold to be gently torched to form a more solid basis of material, which will be eventually sold directly to the Guyana Gold Board. After the retort is heated, it does get a little stiff and a hammer is needed to help take it apart. We then take the final gold and place it on a metal mesh screen where it will later be cooked. Here is the cooking process. This helps the material form a more solid patty. Here you can see our final product, a jungle doré bar. Here are some other examples of other doré bars we've sold. And here's a solid gold bar that was processed at the Guyana Gold Board.